So the IGSC under Cambridge International Examinations, I understand, is highly sought after, and it positions you not just for the bigger employers in the future, but also for international tertiary institutions, I believe. So for those who are watching you now and are saying that, oh, I'd also like to excel at the IGSCE at the international level, how significantly different are the test questions from what would normally be expected at the WASC and the WIAC level examinations? In English, your test was in English, right?
Yeah, my award was in English.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in math.
Okay, you go ahead.
English and
Math. Okay.
Yes. So, for currently, I'm done with WIAC. I'm currently writing ECHO. So I've seen both. I've seen IGCSE and I've seen WIAC, and yes, they are very, very much different. I don't want to say it is easier, but yes, IGCSE is a little bit easier and
really
to understand than the WIAC.
That's for you, right?
Yes.
I like that.
For the IGCSE, there are 3 aspects: reading and writing, speaking and listening. For WIAC, we have test of orals, writing, the essay part. But for IGCSE, the answers are already in the question. Like, you don't need to read, you don't need to know things. IGCSE doesn't really want you to know what beforehand. They want you to understand what the question is telling you. So they could ask you on a topic you already know, but your answer should be what is already in the question, not what you know. But for WIAC, you need to read, you need to understand, because you don't want to put something that's
So let's come to it because of time.
Okay.
Cha 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 Igbo Queen, yeah. Cha 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 Igbo Queen, yeah. Queen, yeah. Queen, yeah. This year alone, this first half of the year, Ndi Igbo in 2026 have shown excellency in education. Congratulations to Chiamaka Serena Wakotaba, an Igbo girl who scored the highest in Cambridge English test exam. And she's saying that it's even easier to pass it than WAEC. Kai, Ndi Igbo. I've said it time without number. Igbos are not dominating in business. They are the most educated in Nigeria. If you know like I'm hog transformer. Most people in South are behaving like women in a relationship. Some of you might think that what I'm saying is an insult. In case you are watching my video for the first time, my name is Chukwuemeka Kogolo. I am from Onichubo in Aniocha North Local Government of Delta State. Anioma precisely. So by the virtue of my location, today I am in South. But I can categorically tell you that most of us in the South are women in nature when it comes to political issues. When I say this, some of you will not understand, but what I mean is that we are emotionally attached. Somebody said that logic and emotions cannot meet. They cannot be in the same equation. It is expected that women are emotionally attached while men deal with logic. Men don't make decisions based on what they feel. They make decisions based on what they know. But it's unfortunate that even when a man is telling a woman what another man can do, women will still want to argue. Women will be emotionally attached to it. This is exactly how we in the South, most of us are behaving. When we tell you people how the Nigerian government have been dealing with us, dealing with us because of how they want the Southeastern Igbos not to benefit. Before I go on and explain to you what I mean, let me show you this. This is a school built by Alex Oti in Aba. 21st century school, a digital school, a public school, not private school. It might actually be only this one, but we hope that this governor will replicate it. Now, their location, that Delta State, River State, Cross River State, Bayelsa State, receives are greater than that of Abia State. But every day we keep seeing opening, renovation, infrastructure, education, health, roads that Abia State governor is doing for his people. We that receive 3-4 times the money that he had don't see such a progress in our state. But it's unfortunate that we are emotionally attached, that we will still come and argue that we are doing better than Southeast. One man, Alex Onya, an Igbo man, decided to sponsor Igbo children to a competition in Rome. And these kids performed wonderfully. Suddenly, Nigerian government wake up in the morning and decided to increase the WAEC fee from 27,000 to 50,000. Because of what the Igbos will benefit, Nigerian government have decided to cripple the economy of the entire country. But it's unfortunate that we, the South, are emotionally blind. We cannot see what is happening and support the Southeastern Igbos. And when most of us speak, you come with the ideology of IPOB, Biafra, they are being paid, go to Southeast. Let me give you an example. Today, because of Southeastern Igbos, Nigerian government crippled the seaport in Delta and in River State. Recently, Tinubu signed a project in UK for new and old seaports to be renovated and new one to be built. No one mentioned that of River State. No one mentioned that of Delta State. We are complaining there is no job, no industry. But due to the fact that Igbo people will benefit from seaport alone, Nigerian government crippled it. But we, the South, every time we are online accusing Igbo people do this. Ijo will claim that Igbo people do this. Urobo will say Igbo people do this. Ishakili, Bini will say Igbo people do this. The only people I have not seen them dragging the Igbos are just the Efik, the BBOs and Nanam. Even though I know that one or two people are trying to use that platform to create content, controversial issue for themselves. But the entire people does not do that. We cannot use one or two persons. We are talking of where the majority, 40 to 50% of people are doing the same thing online. Just because of Igbo. I can tell you that the reason why this school fees was increased or this WAEC was increased is just because of Igbo. We have been treated and marginalized in so-called South because of what the Southeastern Igbos will benefit. We will say the Igbo people land and landlocked. Southeast is landlocked. Go with your 5 states. Now we that are supposed to have a seaport, to have employment, are being rejected. Nigerian government intentionally will refuse. Because if they open it, Southeastern will abandon Lagos. But despite that fact, Southeastern Igbos that are doing business are still importing from Lagos. Who is losing? Who is losing? We don't have job in this system. Our governors don't care. Look at what the governors of Southeastern Igbos are doing. Look at what they are doing. Education, they are still doing better than us. I keep saying it. For 4 good years, these people have been doing sit at home every Monday. A day that's supposed to be the most important day, working day in the week, they do sit at home. So the children attend school 4 times in a week. The children attend school 4 times in a week. Yet, they are outperforming us that are going 5 times in a week. Imagine if they are going 5 times in a week. You are still scared. People want to dominate us. They want to take our land. They want to fizzle out our tradition, our language. That's why they are asking and forcing us to be Igbo. Yet, the education where they are forcing you to go, they are still doing better than you. The education that you are laughing that they are doing shit at home, they are doing better than us. The same business they are not doing on Monday, they are still doing better than us. Yet, we come with emotion. We don't want to sit down and use logic to reason over this issue and see how we have been treated by the system just because of one person. Yet the people are still progressing even inside that. As I'm talking to you today, Monday, children from Aguata local government, sponsored by their local government chairman, 20 of them are in Rwanda for another international competition. It's unfortunate that the elders in South, so-called South, mostly we the South Igbos, are playing policies with our identity, jeopardizing the future of our children when others are growing. It's very unfortunate that the future is not bright for our kids. Southeastern Igbos, a local government chairman sponsored 20 of these kids from Aguata local government to attend a competition in Rwanda. As I'm talking to you, what the videos, everything what they tell you, they show you evidence. See them. They are doing social center in Anambra. That's why they are passing. They are doing it's wayo. They don't know anything. Now they are passing in international, competing with other schools from China, from US, from Germany, from Japan. Now that they are doing international competition, are they still doing special center for them? Are they still doing wayo for them? They go for international, competing with everybody around the world and still winning medal. That tells you that these guys are doing better. They are better than us. I said it in my last video that we have been lied to that Igbos are only good in business. Igbos are better and best in education. You might not like this truth. It's bitter, it's harsh, but that is the thing. And this is why people like us, we are calling for Anyoma State to join the Southeastern Igbos, so that we can be able to compete on this front. And I know that the Anyoma people are intelligent. Look at the person like Okonji Iweala. That woman was so decorated from Anyoma. We have calibers of people who are well educated from the time immemorial to present day. People like Professor Pato Tommy. We have men who are intelligent presently and in the time past. But the reason why our kids in the so-called South today are not coming forth to defend Nigeria or even do well for their own region is because we are joined with people with the same mindset who emotionally have been driven to be fighting the Southern Igbos. We have been programmed by the system to believe that Southeastern Igbos are the problem. Today, that emotion has taken over us that we cannot see how to secure our future. And where we are building hatred against ourselves, because this is a war against ourselves, shooting ourselves in the field, the so-called people who are building hatred keep building the future of their generation. The governors are doing well, securing their places. I talk about Soludo. You might not like him. If you reach Asaba, go to Asaba today and see how Ezenwany and Umumami water has full everywhere in Asaba. Every street, you see them tying red rope. But that is what Soludo have been able to eliminate in Anambra. And some other places in the southeast are taking cue from him. As you see Abia State doing now, other states are now imitating to do smart schools and put their children in competition. Just few weeks ago, yet the system keep increasing the thing. Igbos keep solving the problem. Instead of us to emulate from them, We are here playing identity politics. I am from Igbo. I am not an Igbo man. Igbo people are dragging us. You do not blame your father. You do not blame your grandfather. You do not blame your great-grandfather. Who gave your generation after generation Igbo name? Just like my grandfather who died at the age of 100 and something. A man born in the 18th century. His name is Ogwamaka. His own father gave him Ogwamaka. Because his own father would have born in the early 18th century. Gave him Ogwamaka. He gave his own son, which is my father, Iwelunwa. Then my father gave me another name, Chukwuemeka. See how these people, who was forcing them that year to be a Igbo name? Igbo people are forcing us to be Igbo. They are forcing us. You do not blame your fathers who have been bearing Igbo names, giving Igbo names, and giving you language. And Ukwani man will come and tell me, say, Ukwani is not Igbo. Igbo means slave. If we become Igbo, we are going to be slave. You don't know that you're already a slave even in South today. What has you benefited since you are here? What have you benefited? What have you benefited? People are moving. You still come to my comment section to come and argue. We are going to be here to be exposing these lies. I will not allow you to spoil the future. If you are going to be doing that, no problem, but I will not allow you to spoil the future of everybody who is from South region. And I'm not talking about those Anyome alone, even the bankers, those ones in River State, the Igbos in Kogi and Benue. I'm out of here, Joe.